Have you ever given money to a streamer because they begged for it? Hi sisters, today we're going to be talking about streamers who beg for money. Funny because this actually ties into my nonprofit Never Stop. It's actually just been approved by the IRS and I would love to have some extra support on it so that I can put more money in people's pockets. I've been doing content full time for about 1.5 years now. I started in January of last year and it's been a pretty amazing experience. I'm so grateful for every single one of you. The fact that I'm able to give back to people in need who are in a position that I once was, it makes me so happy. But today we're going to be looking at creators who are begging for money when in reality, do they deserve it? Please check out my new YouTube channel, Jake Doolittle. My second channel that I had released, I don't know, about a few weeks ago has been nuked by YouTube. They won't allow monetization. They're saying that I make harmful content. So please subscribe to Jake Doolittle so we can try this again. After my 100 videos in 100 days is up, that will be the only place where you can find content like this. I'm at video number 77. So you have to go as soon as possible. The first video we're watching is called Important. I Need Some Extra Support Until New Releases May 26th, 2022 by DSP Gaming. This video has only, wow, 142 likes and 5.4 thousand dislikes. I am very excited. Let's get straight into it.
What is up, everyone? Phil here, making a very short video, but it's a really important one. Okay. I've noticed in the last couple of weeks a pattern. Support has been slowing down significantly.
Okay, so what do you mean by support? Like subscribers, views, comments, engagement on your videos, maybe?
In particular, in the realm of tips. And normally on a stream, I have a tips goal of $150 that I do not expect to hit at all on any live stream. It's ridiculous if I hit that. It's like over and above, right? But here's the deal. Last year, I lost my partnership with Twitch. And when I did that, I went from 800 to 900 subscribers that were paying every month,
Jesus,
now down to around 300 a month on YouTube. Now, yes, it's true. I just got gifted memberships enabled and they just jumped to over 500. But that's not income I get right now.
Okay, so this is the classic YouTube cope. If you don't know, for a little bit of context, YouTube pays monthly. So on the 21st of this month, actually today, I'm going to be receiving the money that I made the month before in AdSense. So there is a huge delay on it, but mind you, Google's a ginormous company. Twitch payouts are a little bit sooner than that. And the tips that he's asking for, I would assume, are through Streamlabs. That actually just directly goes to your PayPal account, which is obviously a solid choice. To ask your audience to give you money is a very interesting thing to do. And also to call it support and to recognize that it's slowing down is also fascinating. Hey, guys, support me a little bit more. Give me more money. I would assume that you guys are financially stable. Definitely a thought-provoking thing to do. We'll keep watching.
That's income I'm going to get next month when I get my monthly YouTube payment. Also, things have slowed down in regards to things like super chats. For a while there, when I was playing big games, I was getting a good amount of super chats that were helping supplement my income. Those have also dried up significantly in the last couple of weeks. So it's like a double whammy. Immediate support with tips has dramatically slowed down. It's actually hard now on any given stream for me to hit the $50 glasses goal.
I have been fortunate enough to receive a lot of support in memberships and super chats as of recent. And it's been life-changing. The giving that people have done to me has made it so that I'm able to have an office and produce content and do 100 videos in 100 days and try not to rip my hair out. Now, here's the problem with this fella. He said that he had 900 subscribers on Twitch, which is $2.50 per subscriber. He's making a little over $2,000 a month just on Twitch, not including YouTube or Twitch ads or merch or anything else. This guy has 200,000 subscribers, which I bet pays pretty well. And honestly, this has 43,000 views. The retention is probably super high because people want to see, where you fuck up. I'd be fascinated to know how much he made off of this video because it's almost like a meta thing where you make money off of content that you're begging for money in. So he's sort of double dipping.
And that's a rarity. It used to be, I would hit that all the time. It was dependable income. And now it's like, wow, Phil's at the end of his stream and he hasn't hit $50 yet. Like, wow, people are like shocked. And it's one thing if it happens 1 stream, 2 streams, but now it's like, in a week, we're lucky if we hit the hat goal of $100 twice in a week.
So $200 donated to you a week in cash? Dare I say it, that's pretty good. I'm sorry, but if you put $200 towards my nonprofit that went to people in needs pockets, I don't know, maybe it would benefit people and possibly this guy wouldn't be ungrateful. All right, now listen, this guy apparently DSP Gaming or whatever the fuck has had multiple meltdowns like this. I'd also like to note, hey man, you have a PS5 box in the background. You just didn't need that. Here we go. This donation down here is very telling.
Lancaster Wilson did a $5 super chat saying, why do you have to go out every week to eat? Wouldn't you save money by eating at home? All right, so Lancaster, it's obvious you wouldn't understand this because the fact you're asking the question just proves the point that you have no idea what you're talking about, all right? When you were married, okay, you like to maybe spend some time with your significant other, okay? I get to spend a little bit of time with my wife every day. Usually I see her first thing in the morning for a little bit. Then I'm on stream all day. Maybe during a break, I get to see her. Some days I'm lucky enough to see her for dinner. So in a whole given day, some days I'm lucky I get to see my wife a little more. Some days I don't get to see her much at all, all right? Once a week, I get a day off with my wife. Now, all week long, we've been working, not spending time with each other, or rushing to get things done.
Guys, I hate to say it, but when I was in debt, I would make Hannah and I just like peanut butter sandwiches, you know? What is this guy talking about? Listen, I have to have my big day out where we order from DoorDash at least $50. If you don't donate me $50 today, then I'm not gonna eat. Huh? That's fucking crazy to say. Also, imagine all of the married couples in the world. Don't you think that they would kill to have one day off and the money to have delivery? What the f?
And we've been cooking and eating food at home all week long. All the meals. Okay.
This comment down here says, I'm married. It doesn't make sense to me either. Shut up.
Okay. Once a week, I get an opportunity to essentially spend some special time with my wife and maybe go out and do something with her, like have a meal outside of the home. It's basically like a date time. You know what I'm saying? Like once a week, you get to maybe go on like a little small date with my wife.
That's great and everything. Hannah and I have not gone on a date in months. Both of us know that her senior year of college is going to be stressful and my 100 videos in 100 days is going to be an absolute nightmare. But we're working our asses off so that when we get to this guy's age, we can relax. And that's not an age diss, but what I'm saying is we're trying to put in as much work as possible so that when we're older and my health shit comes back, we're able to breathe. Still, when we were really, really poor, dates were not a thing. We would sit at home, we would relax, we would make something in the oven. Probably I would make Hannah like some fried pickles and I would make myself gluten-free chicken tenders. That's what's going on. I'm actually fascinated that this guy needs to have this weekly date with his significant other because it would be phenomenal to have that amount of time.
Now, ideally, sadly, it's not what I want. I want us to have a whole day where we can just do fun stuff together and have a real date day. We don't. Since I only have one day off a week, I have to cram in everything I need to get done off stream in one day. That includes grocery shopping, any kind of appointments, whether they be doctor appointments,
that's life.
legal appointments, bank appointments, whatever it may be. All those appointments have to happen on this day. Buying supplies for Jasper, our pet. Buying other supplies and things for the home.
You can do that.
If we run out of something this week and we have to go somewhere to get it, we have to do that all on our day off. All in all, day that I consider a day off from streaming, probably about 75% of that day is running around doing shit.
But doing shit with your partner, which is what makes it fun, right? Doing errands with Hannah is one of my favorite tasks that I can do because that's honestly some of the only time that we get together. Either she's doing homework or I'm losing my mind. And if we can go to Target and just spend a fucking few minutes together, it's a fucking dream.
That really isn't fun. It's busy work. It's things you have to do when you're an adult, but preferably you'd like to do it not when you're trying to have time with your family. You see? But I have to because that's the only time I get off. So 25% of one day a week, I actually get to do something nice with my wife.
But that's not your audience's obligation to pay for. You know, if I wanted to do something special with Hannah, and I literally have done this in the past, I DoorDash for a day, right? And then I make that money and then we do something. To rely on an audience to give you money to survive off of is really, really tricky territory. Now we're going to be talking about a YouTube creator named Boogie2988 who has had a very illustrious past. But a long time ago, Boogie asked his fans for money and it really backfired.
All right. So here's the story behind the Tesla. You guys will see all this in a video. You'll see it live as it happened. But I go with McJuggernuggets and we go to test drive a Tesla. Zach, if you're watching, by the way, Zach, excellent salesman. But Zach, the whole time, he's hyping up that car. He's like, Boogie, you're going to be changing lives. I'm like, what are you talking about? He goes, think about this. Every time you fill up your car, you spend what, 30, 40 bucks? When you drive your Tesla, you're going to be spending $8 to fill up your car. I'm like, oh, that's wild.
Oh, so you're not the smartest. I was going to call him an idiot, but I don't know him personally. That is such a funny thing to be like, yes, you're right. It is $30 to $40 to fill up my tank. Also, what kind of fucking tank are you filling up? I have a SUV that costs a lot more. Well, because it drains gas. But yeah, it's going to cost less, but it's also a $150,000 car.
Okay, that's a good selling point. But the car is $90,000, Zach. So how much gas you think? He goes, but that's the thing, Boogie. This is the last car you will ever need. You will drive this car for the next 10 years. You could drive it for the next 20 years. You could drive it for the next 100 years. You could drive it until the end of time. I'm like, Zach, I don't know how realistic that is. It's going to take me 10 years to pay the fucking thing off. Zach, the car is $90,000, Zach. And he says, yes, but Boogie, you're going to be helping the environment. I'm like, that's a fair point.
Oh, boy.
I do want to help the environment. But he's like, think about this. How much, don't forget, you're going to help the environment, right? But here's what I want you to think about. How many viewers are you going to encourage to get a Model 3 when they are $33,000? I ended up buying the X, Curfew.
You got a Tesla Model X, the most expensive one. Now listen, the Model 3s, the S's are pretty affordable in comparison to that. I'm not saying that they're fucking affordable in the slightest, but like compared to a $90,000 base model car, geez Louise, I want a Boogie 2988 my way to the fucking Tesla dealership and have a stern talking to them.
I still haven't got it fully financed yet. I'm having to finance it. Obviously, I can't spend $100,000 in a day. That would be insane, right? But I am financing it, okay? And so he's like, Boogie, how many fans are going to end up buying a Model S because of you? And I'm like, okay, all right, that's fair. He goes, what if we put 10 more cars on the road? Think about the impact you're making in the world when we put 10 more cars.
Girly, I literally think that there's probably an affiliate code, I'll be honest. Think about it. You could get your audience to spend like $300,000 on 10 cars. It's going to be great. It's going to be great for me because I get a commission.
Cars on the road. I'm like, all right, Zach, you got a good point. Let's keep talking, Zach. What other else you got? He goes, this car is self-driving. Boogie, you're getting the self-driving package for $6,000. Think about this. One day, you could have it drive you to the airport. Then send it home to park at your house. Then Boogie, when you get back from the flight, your car can come and pick you up at the airport.
Buddy, that is never going to happen. That is literally like over a decade away, possibly 2 decades away. What the fuck? Yeah, this thing's gonna drive on the highway in Los Angeles directly to you, pick you up at the fucking airport. It knows the way of traffic.
Airport! I said, how long is that, Zach? 5 years from now? He goes, Elon says 1 year. I think it's going to be 2 years. I'm like, fuck.
Mind you, this video was from 4 years ago.
We are eventually going to launch an Uber competitor that's entirely self-driving. And so what you'll be able to do, you'll be able to, while you are working on your YouTube videos, you can have your car pick people up and ride share them wherever they need to go.
Oh my God, dude. This is like the most psycho shit I've ever heard. Yeah, they're gonna pick you up and you're gonna be printing cash. Everybody's gonna own a Tesla because you're printing cash. Bitch, no. That has never been a thing. It is not that easy to fucking make money.
You could earn another $30,000 a year in income while you're working, while you're sleeping. And here's what I'm thinking. Number one, it's the right thing to do because I like the car and I want the car. It's my dream car. That's the number one reason I want it, obviously.
Number one, I want the car. I don't have the money. I need to finance it. And maybe I can get my audience to give me some cash. You know what I mean?
I got my fucking car. They're building it. Then I get to my hotel room and I'm sitting there saying, oh my God, I just put myself $100,000 in debt.
It's how buying a car works. man.
My car payment's $1,700 a month or something like that. Maybe it's
Or something like that, man. Holy shit, $1,700 fucking dollars a month. Oh my god, that's rent in like a nice apartment.
Jesse's like, Boogie, treat yourself. I'm like, you're right, treat myself. He's like, Boogie, treat yourself. I'm like, all right, treat myself. He's like, Boogie, treat yourself.
Okay, shut the fuck up.
Now, here's the good news. I'm going to make a bunch of Tesla videos. The very first Tesla video, here's something that a lot of people don't tell you. Tesla spends a lot of money on YouTube. So the reality of it is once I start making Tesla videos, I'm going to make some of that money back. And that
It pays for itself. Somebody commented and said, you impulse bought a car. Yeah, you did. Oh my god. And that's not to put on your fucking audience.
But anyway, a lot of people are jealous about the car. Don't be jealous, man. You guys can afford, if you guys want a Tesla is $33,000. The Model S, or Model 3 is $33,000. You can get a Model 3 tomorrow if you can afford a $33,000 car. It's still.
So something that I found fascinating about that is when you start to talk to your audience about money, it really backfires. People went back and found out that he made $500,000 the year prior. He had enough money to pay for that and also not ask for money in return. And overall, it was a really shitty thing to do, but I don't think it was as shitty as this.
Her entire college fund was in MO. Yesterday, they announced that they were cutting nicotine in cigarettes. And this child's college fund disappeared.
Little shout out to the people who put all of their money into one stock. Super smart idea. Sorry, keep going.
Don't let it be you that lets this child go without an education in
Jesus Christ, dude. Like, I get that he's trying to be funny, but it's gross as shit. Putting kids in YouTube videos is already a slippery slope, but then putting a baby in a YouTube video before it even has any coherent thought, using it as a ploy to make money to pocket. I'm gonna be honest, in what world is this guy actually going to put this money into a college fund? His name is The Stock Guy, and he lost all of a college fund, or at least 70% of it, in a stock based around tobacco and e-cigarettes. Hey, honey, I wanted to let you know how we're so rich. That's right. The more and more people got addicted to e-cigarettes and tobacco, boy, oh boy, my pockets got fat and you got an education. Just kidding. That education that I mentioned, it went back into, more stocks. This poor, beautiful fucking baby. It makes me feel so bad, dude. And I get that he's trying to joke around, but is it a joke? When it's so common for streamers to beg for money online, is it funny? I don't know. Anyways, I really hope you donate to my God, it's so funny to go into a plug for my nonprofit. At least it's not going to me, so that's fucking good. Thank you all so much for watching this video. If you liked it, then please leave a like and subscribe. Thank you to all my members for supporting me. If you want to become a member, then click the link in the description below. Also, check out my clothing brand and fund for people with chronic illness, Never Stop. The equivalent of 10% of all profits from Never Stop clothing go into the fund. I would really, really love it if you support it. Also, check out my new fucking channel, Jake Doolittle. I would really appreciate that as well. Have a wonderful day. I'll talk to you later. Bye.